cowboy advice. Be rootin', be tootin', and by God, be shootin'. But most of all, be kind.
Can I get a fucking yeehaw, chat?
Yeah, can we get some yeehaws in chat, please?
Hell yeah. Also, goddamn, Kev, you fucking cooked for that.
I just wanted to be known I was desperately searching for the fucking display capture. I clicked on
Yeah,
I clicked on the TV and it said .tv and that was actually like the background for the TV and I was like, fuck, where's the display?
You know what, fellas, it'll buff.
We got there in the end.
Won't it always buff?
I think it was actually better that he only showed up at the end.
Yeah, like at the be kind part.
He walks in and says,
Be kind.
Be kind, please.
Yes, sir.
I need to... Where the fuck is stream remote again? I turned it off because I needed to do a couple things and now it's back on. We're good. Alright. I think we're all good now. I was talking for a second and I saw that my thing was not lighting up and I panicked, but I think we're good.
yeah, we're good.
Alright, cool. Hey everybody, it's a spotlight this week, unlike last week when I said, no spotlight. Was that when we did Kletka, or what did we substitute that with that day?
I don't think we did anything. Did we do anything? Wasn't it another community night?
It might have been another community night.
Did we all crash out really hard?
Did
Played
we?
Fistful of Frags yesterday.
Yeah, that was not the spotlight though.
Hold up. I have an archive.
I think the last spotlight was Sarge.
Yeah, the last spotlight was Sarge, which was like last end of the
2
year,
months,
right?
A million years ago.
Hold up. I'm going to the live streams. I will let you know. So what would that would have been January 5th, right?
Uh-oh. That's dangerously close to a specific date.
Nuh-uh. It totally didn't pour into that day. I don't think. Let me check. No, it would have been January 4th. So
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, that would have been a TTT night, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think that's the one where like I started to crash out at the end and I said, I'm just gonna end the stream. Alright.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Kletka was on the 7th. And then yeah, okay. Yeah, I've caught up with my own schedule now. I know where we're at. I've reevaluated. So wait, when was that's fucking changed. Sarge's was on December 15th. So it's been what, about a month? Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's not too bad for like an end of year like shutdown of no streams. But yeah, no, today on deck we've got Iron. Points at you across the fucking table.
Wait a minute,
Yourself.
you mean
now?
Oh shit, I gotta get out of here.
Oh,
Did he
okay.
just run?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
came
can't.
back.
Face of chaos, but not
I
this
had
one.
to.
Not today.
Me, fuck. I guess you could say I am a hobbyist sketch artist and hack fraud fic writer.
Shut up.
Points at the
No.
screen, this is you.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
you.
True.
You be Yin, you be Han.
Yeah. Do you like me, my yeehaw?
Yeah, also say hi to Little Iron, everybody. He's there too.
Yeah, I we changed out his model because Kev so graciously provided us a actual full-blown model, which honestly at some point Jake might want to like fucking substitute your puppet one out for like the one for the round table and just put you behind my chair.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say something about that. That could be funny, but why am I looming menacingly?
You're always looming menacingly.
Yeah, what they don't see is that I've got a shotgun behind your chair just in case I need it.
When would you need it?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Motherfucker, I want the answer.
You don't get it.
Are you gonna fucking helmet check me?
No.
Get
I do that.
flipped.
Blicky. Pulls Blicky out. What rating is your helmet?
I think it would at least be like a Ronin, so tier 3.
Okay.
Damn, that's pretty good, Jake. I don't know if you got a chance.
With the Blicky, anything is possible.
You can break my visor with... If you can't tell, we've been playing fucking Tarkov recently.
Yeah,
Gotta-
Tarkov right.
Got a sticky to the glicky, you know?
Fucking...
I
don't-
fucking hate Glocks. Actually, they're such fucking ugly pieces of shit,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, don't talk shit about Glocks. Fuck you.
I
don't like
fucking hate
Glocks.
Glocks.
Well, you're both wrong, and it's okay to be
No.
wrong.
I just like other guns, okay?
They're not attractive. I'll give you that,
Right.
but they are functional.
Well, yeah, they're a gun and
Barely.
they shoot
They-
and people buy
They do
it.
their job, and I like how blocky they are because Half-Life 1, Half-Life 1 Glock 17 Block,
Block.
very good. Block is very good.
Look, I just care about aesthetics with my firearm, all right? You know, I want
I
it to
just
look
hate
nice.
fucking plastic.
All right, just because. All right, we get it. You like your fucking like wood and like rugged iron revolvers.
Wood
yeah,
furniture is
Yeah.
nice.
yeah, wood furniture is nice, but like sometimes you like the fucking plastic a little bit, just a little bit.
If I was gonna have plastic, I'd have a 3D printed gun for the hell of it.
I get
Yeah.
enough microplastics. I don't need it in my firearms.
Too bad.
I crave the strength and certainty of steel.
Got enough microplastics in the old testes that you're shooting toy soldiers.
Oi, oi, oi. That was a bad one.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I didn't like that.
What about that did you not like?
I don't know. Just the entire like you got enough. What were your exact words? You got enough microplastic in your semen that you're shooting toy soldiers?
Yeah.
That I don't know why that just hit me really
You have
bad.
referred to sperm as womb crawlers before.
No, it was womb wrigglers
Oh,
actually.
sorry. My
Yeah.
fucking bad.
And I'm not the one that came up with that. That was Sarge. Thank you very much.
You've come up with some bad shit,
Miles.
Pooh.
Yeah, but they don't need to know that. Points at chat.
Looks at chat. Do you guys need to know that?
I'm not. They're not gonna know. I don't care if they say yes.
We're
Smoka
off
with
to such a
the
great start.
Smoka's out here with the this conversation is vile, as if Smoka has not said some unhinged shit from time to time.
I mean, his dick's not. I think Sarge also reminded me of that too.
Yeah.
Baby better.
Yeah,
And
then
then-
Smoka
and then
just says
Smoka
plappies.
immediately
Just says
says plappies.
Fucking push him in the hole.
Thank you, Lanny.
Yeah.
And then Cars with an even more fucking cursed message afterwards.
What did he say?
I'll let you read it.
Mm.
Oh, I had to go to live chat for that one.
Top chat did not let you see that one.
Nope. That's not for you, Cars. You don't get that. You're undeserving.
So Iron, I don't know if you can tell. We don't have like shit prepared today. We just figured we're gonna let you yap and we'll just shoot the shit since we know you.
Shit,
Kind of
man.
like same
Alright.
shit as like Sarge. So yeah. Actually, before we like start getting too deep into it, do you want like an emergency Lanny ready to go at a moment's notice?
Yeah, sure.
I can prime him. Let me send him a message. Hey,
Yeah.
if I
The little
pull you in,
creature.
will you yell at Iron? Question mark. All right, I'm gonna let that one sit for right now.
Chat's getting ornery. They want me to talk about my star child, Hick boy Noah Buddy.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Do you want me to pull
so-
anything up from the art that you have sent me?
You know what? I think a good starter would be the video I sent you that Vice was so graciously to make.
Yes, the fucking
Trailer for my fic, Born to Inherit the Stars.
the Stars
Right.
anime opening one.
That would be a good place to start. I also just remembered we start these usually with the fucking bounties. So actually, before we do that, I'm gonna just like rapid fire, because since it has been a month,
We got a bit of a backlog, fellows.
yeah.
And for anyone concerned, I will be holding Humo at gunpoint to actually finish the writing prompts very soon.
No, the fuck you won't? Question mark.
That's what you think, buddy.
Do you want me to start pulling like a U and say, "Oh, I parry the bullet"?
But you don't have the buckler.
Yeah, but the kite shield I have has parry ability. You just have to. It's just
That's
tighter
so lame.
frames. Shut
This
up.
bit sucks. Shut up.
You would use a fucking tower shield. Don't even talk to me.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Suck yourself. I fucking use parry dagger.
Lightning Dragon Shield.
Actually, I use my bare hands like a man.
I was gonna say, parrying with your bare hands is the biggest flex. I love that shit.
You know, you actually can do that in Elden Ring. It goes fucking hard.
Right. It's cool.
I actually did a build with that.
I remember in Dark Souls 3 I did like fist build, so like I would just have the Seistus on and I would just fucking be like, get that shit out of here.
Dog, when I fucking clowned on that fucking lobster black iron dickhead, oh, those dumbbell fists were mine for the entire game.
Alright, let's see here. So
Wait.
Fucking knocked people into the fucking dirt with that.
What, Jake?
You killed him? You killed
Fuck yeah,
man?
fuck that dude.
You're a fucking freak.
He's a nice guy.
That shows me you've never done his quest line, and you should
You're
be
a
fucking
fucking
ashamed of
rat
yourself.
bastard. Don't talk to me.
You don't want some fucking crawdads?
You don't want some fucking crawdads? What's the fucking matter with you? Buy
The
his prawn.
NPC disrespected me, so I fucking disrespected him from this existence.
The only person that's valid
You
against
walked
is
up
Vare.
to his fucking prawn shack and didn't even bother introducing yourself, you disrespectful fuck.
Fuck that guy.
You're a
I
prick.
don't care.
My opinion of you gone down significantly because of this.
Nuh-uh. I think it's telling of your character that you didn't kill him.
What? That is wild. That is a wild take.
Jack, can we kill this guy?
Whoa, Kaka consumer be upon ye.
The doo-doo defiler.
Are we gonna start doing that where you find however many different ways to say his fucking name?
If we
We'll
do
be
that,
here
I'm
all
walking
day.
away.
All right. So for the art bounties, we got 13, 14, and 16. 15 was the group picture that Kev's working on. So fucking here we go. For I'm doing them all in one. So I'll give you the prompts and then we'll go through the art. Easy peasy. So art week 13 was draw comfy, anything or anyone just bundled up comfortable for the season. 14 was obligatory, get into the Yoho spirit, getting the fucking Santa clothes, easy peasy. And then 16 was, hey, draw characters after the fucking results of New Year's, the celebrations. So let me go ahead and pull that shit up. Also, somebody kill cars real quick, please. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Get this on screen. So, you might be able to tell which one this one is. This is Oates. With the stellar in the... Did you actually shoot him?
Yeah. With the big iron on his head.
I saw wait, no, and then his messages fucking disappear.
Uh-oh. Let it be known I didn't do that. That was him, not me.
So we got the stellar in the Santa getup from Oates
Quick on the draw.
as the
Very
first
cool.
submission. Well, not even first submission. It's just the first one in the list of stuff. Because how I do it is I put all of them in a fucking week folder, and it organizes by name. And since Oates starts with a 0, yeah. First, all right. Next, bicycle with the Rosa. Rosa Bros fucking always eating good whenever bicycle
Truly.
fucking submits something. Goddamn.
You'll love to see it.
Next up, we got Draco G. This one's for the bundled up one, I believe. And you just got Ann on here roasting, I think it's supposed to be a hog.
In the void.
In the warmth void, you know?
In the peach void.
Uh-oh.
At least it's not the beach.
That makes you
Pizza
old.
Makes you old. Fuck
I
off.
fucking
I
knew
knew
it.
you were gonna say
God damn it. Next up, we got a submission from Eyes of Obsidian. This one for the being comfortable. You got good old Fong and Anong with the
It's a
Christmas shit.
certified daw from me.
Yeah, you even got
Thumbs up.
fucking Rainbow.
That is pretty fucking cute.
It's good shit.
Yeah,
We eating good tonight, boys.
we love our cute.
Next submission is also from Eyes of Obsidian, and this one's for the Christmas prompt.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Reed and Rosa, the real pairing. Rosa Knights suffer. Fuck you.
True.
Fucking None in the Chamber bros cheering.
Truly, I think this might actually be from the chamber.
Could be. I don't remember if there's a message tied to it. There might be. Oops.
Nope.
Next submission is from Hayes, so you know it's gonna be it's gonna be a good one.
I fucking
Green
love
Man.
Hayes's schizo shit.
It's always the front facing shit, you know what I mean?
He always makes Inko look 83 years old.
Fucking love his stuff.
Iron, what would you do if you woke up in the middle of the night and you saw this? Crema.
45 ACP.
But it's crema.
His fucking eyes would flash and a force field would come up around him.
Okay, 4 gauge.
You think that would fucking stop?
500 Express Nitro.
It would probably ricochet at some point and kill you.
No, I'd win.
Okay. You're gonna fight the
You
bullet?
underestimate the power
You
of
can't
John
say
Moses
that.
drowning
You can't
God.
say that while your voice cracks.
Yeah, I can. I did.
No, you
Can't
did.
stop me.
That's the
But
sound
it,
of
like-
winning.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
something he wouldn't know about.
Next submission is from our boy Illusion. Look at him.
Little guy.
Little guy all comfy up with the fucking Santa outfit. Gotta love it.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just like the little guy on my hat.
Next submission, our boy Jandis Javama.
We love Jandis.
Yes, we do.
Very, very nice. I'm noticing a lot of Rosa representation in a lot of these submissions.
We love our Rosa here.
Mm.
Yeah, y'all fucking do.
Yeah, you sure do.
Okay. Next, we have a submission from Carix. Merry Christmas. I believe this is Crow and Carix's character, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. I don't quite remember his name, I don't think.
I'm stupid, so I don't remember much, period.
Yeah, I'm also stupid.
But yeah, nice little submission. Very good. And now you're going to get one of the submissions from the post-celebrations of New Year's. And this one's from Cars. So...
That's fucking great.
So we got Smoka just knocking him back there. We've got Cocainer, not the honored one, absolutely not. He's fucking laid out, sleeping. Family Guy death
boys.
pose for Cars, which feels adequate. And then Wax is just on the ceiling, and I think they played a fucking fucked game of tic-tac-toe. I don't think an X is supposed to be there.
They're just playing however they want to play.
Well, you know, after a certain amount of drinks, rules kind of go out the window, so... But yeah, good submission, Cars. Next, we have one of the ones bundled up and comfortable from our boy, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Ken.
Very nice. I do like the physical medium.
Our boy is cooking.
Ain't he always cooking, dog? Ain't he always cooking?
He is. Straight up.
Very good submission. It
Very
exudes
cozy.
cozy vibes. Next, we have a submission from Kev. Y Christmas!
Christmas time.
Christmas time!
Oh yeah, his little ferret. Ferret
That-
girl.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, she's like a ferret weasel.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Unless I grabbed Kev right now and interrogated him, I can't, like, fight you on that, so I'm just going to take what you say as factual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Kev confirmed it in chat.
Okay, coolio.
Fact checked by true American Kevins.
God bless.
But yeah, good submission from Kev, as always. Next submission, boy. We got Magnum.
Mm.
Nice.
Show the other one.
Taffy enjoyers.
Show the other
well.
one. Show the other one. Yeah.
Thank you for the submission, Magnum.
We appreciate you, Magnum.
And then we've got SWAT, who submitted for all three. So the comfortable clothing, for one. Then we've got Christmas clothing, for two. And then post New Year's celebrations for three. And it from how it looks, it was a good New Year's.
Hey.
And then for the final submission, we got Wearisome. Festive Optimus Prime, it looks like. He got a present for you.
Every time with the Transformers, you love to see it.
Here's something to remember me by.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, he was transforming into a present.
Autobots, happy holidays.
Autobots, festive days. And that would be all the submissions for those 3 weeks. So, I don't know what fucking Kev's next one is gonna be, but you know, we're kicking it back off. So, let's see some fucking submissions, boys. I like my art.
I didn't submit a single one for any of these.
Yeah, I can fucking see it.
Sorry. I was moving.
True, you
Need
were
to get
moving.
back to drawing, doing anything.
Do you want me to like crack the whip at you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can get back to points at you, Iron.
Oh no.
It's time. Let me get the fucking thing up. Interview questions. Iron.
I'm a fucking nerd.
Okay. Quickly pause. Make sure the audio's good. Okay. Pull up the screen again. So, what do you want to preface this with anything?
You know what? I think we let it rock, and then we'll
you'll
get into
explain?
the meat and potatoes. Yeah.
All right, sure. Here we go.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You was eating good with
Thank
that
you.
shit.
Again, Vice, for that nice little fan art.
I need one of these for Punch Drunk.
Yeah. Damn, where'd I even fucking begin with this one? So, Born to Inherit the Stars, is a story that, takes place about 15 odd years, give or take, after the events of both Snoot and Wani. It follows, the main character is Noah Buddy. He is this farm-raised kid, who, up until the start of the story, was, homeschooled. But, his grandfather, convinces his parents to drag him on over to Volcadera to, finish his education. In which he is, fastly adopted into, Amber and her friend group. It's kind of a coming of age story type of deal. I'm so good at elevator pitches, guys, I swear.
You got nothing to prove, big dog. You just say what you gotta
Uh,
say, dog.
Yeah, can I say about Noah? He is a fucking stereotypical like country hick kid. And that's kind of the fun in writing him, because you can kind of just do goofy shit with him.
Here, while you're going, I'm gonna pull up the Born to Inherit the Stars that Bond drew. Have that on screen there.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's another thing. I guess what really kind of cemented this thing really getting momentum was around the time I did my first chapter, Bonfire hits me up and is like, hey, I want to do fan art of your little guy, which kind of threw me for a loop, because when I got started with this dumb project, I really expected it to kind of just be something I'd throw out there, and then it'd get forgotten, and I'd move on with my life. But much to my surprise and horror, it started to gain way more traction than I had ever anticipated. And I got that piece from Bonfire, not this one specifically, but another piece, and that was before I even really knew who Bon was, and the rest was kind of history from there. And so, largely thanks to people like Bon and others, really showing me a lot of support for my project, I decided to keep with it, and much to my surprise, it just kept getting more and more traction with time. More than I would have ever dreamed of, at least.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. People flock to things that they think sound really good.
It's still kind of just, it's surreal, I guess. If you had asked me like a year ago what I'd be doing, I would have never guessed doing shit like this. Especially making fan fiction or returning back to drawing. Especially one that would land me on an interview.
Yeah, by definition, this is an interview, but you know, we be here out just being stupid as hell, so you ain't gotta be like
Yeah.
bigly with it or nothing.
Just saying wacky shit.
Yeah. Speaking of your art, you want me to flash up one of your pieces here? Is there any
Sure.
one you want me to put up in particular?
Dealer's choice.
All right. I'm putting up putting up one of the ones you did for a bounty because I think it would be very funny for you to explain why you went with this.
Right. So I suppose this one has a little bit of history.
Mm-hmm.
Humo had finally convinced me to start going through Deltarune.
That I fucking did.
Yeah, which we still need to finish that.
Yeah, where did we leave off? We'd gotten to like Queen's Castle, right?
Cyberworld.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
definitely in like Cyberworld.
Needless to say, I eventually got very invested in the game and the characters, and a particular fluffy boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, if you know, you know. And so when the bounty was to make a crossover doohickey, I was like, you know, Sage, she's already got the glasses and she's of that build. You know, have her dressed up as Rousey, Wendy as Susie, and why not just because to fill out the roster, Olivia as Chris.
Throw our gator in.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
so
like
definitely-
the fucking Rousey Sage.
Yeah, this one was definitely like a lot more experimental for me in terms of like what I normally do. I tend not to really fuck with too much coloring. And obviously this one is very poppy with color. Kind of like a chalky neon thing going on.
Mm. It is very visually pleasing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one came out.
As you should be. All right, so let me go ahead and back it up just a little bit here, right? Because you've got like a couple of projects you're working on, right? So
Right.
maybe it would be a good idea before like I just start showing shit and then you having to do them one by one. Let's get just like a quick overview of what you're doing.
Right. So the thing I have been, I suppose, investing the most time into I'm about 6 chapters deep into it, is Born to Inherit the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Which, man, has a very, like, weird origin story. So I had recently got done playing Snoot and Wani, kind of back to back, and I was craving more content, let's say. And I got hit with some bait. I got baited. There was this thread that talked about a sequel to Snoot Game, and it showed art of a teenage Amber and friend in like gym class or something.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, damn, that's a really cool idea, actually. And like a nice follow up to the ending of Snoot Game. Lo and behold, it doesn't exist. And I was like, damn, that's really unfortunate. I'd like to see something like that. And
then you hit him with the, well, I'll do it myself.
a little bit. And so after playing Wani, I got very inspired to pick up drawing again. And as I was practicing, I really liked the design that was commonly used for Amber, so I started like trying my hand at drawing her a lot. And then I started drawing a handful of other characters, just kind of non sequitur style. Like I had come up with a son for Rosa and a son for Inko and Olivia, and this was far before I even was privy to all the popular Snoot kids, right? And like you turn your head and every day there's like a fucking new group of them. So if anyone is out there wondering why isn't insert Snoot Kid in your Snoot Kid fic, well, there you go. Plus that's like a lot of character bloat, and as I started writing, I also didn't want to have too much character bloat, and I also felt kind of weird about borrowing like characters that are effectively like someone else's creation, which is a weird thing to say when you're making a fanfic, right? But that's just where my headspace was.
Yeah, you kind of gotta pick and choose where you're putting your energy, and you can't just like throw a bunch of characters in.
Yeah, it was like too many degrees of borrowing, I suppose.
Right.
So instead, I made a handful of my own. That would be the friend group.
Mm.
And then I started drawing this dude who wasn't connected at all, but then I saw these like it was such a weird crack idea because are you familiar at all with like Flork of Cows?
Yeah.
Right, so there's this fucking one comic, right, where it's like the town goth girl is like, bring me the town farm boy or whatever, and he's like, no, I don't want to go, you can't make me. That kind of spawned a bit of the origin of Noah, because I thought it would tickle me fucking funny if you had this fucking gamer girl, tomboy sports girl dragging along some fucking farm boy hick around. And lo and behold, people like that for some reason, so here we are.
It's a fun dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it works well enough too, so.
Apparently, yeah. So, oh man. Buh.
Yeah.
So he's having to recollect himself.
Yeah. throw me a bone here, Jake. I'm floundering.
What do you want me to do?
I mean, you've
All
made
right.
us skinny as well.
What? Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I didn't really think about Dorian when I was making him. I was just like, edgy little fighty boy. Here's how it work. I don't like when it comes to making characters for me. I've done it for so long that I don't really have to think about it. It just like I know. I look at an archetype that I want to make, and I'm like, I could draw from all these sources and be like, I put it together like this, how I want it to be. Like, what if it was this character, but they sort of acted like this instead?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a bunch of it's a big pool of inspiration that you take from and mold into something unique, but still, you could tell where it came from.
Right. I guess that's something I can talk about.
In your case, I know a really big inspiration for you is that one fucking TV show that I can't remember the name of.
Right. Okay. So, as I was also coming up with this character and ran with this design, there was kind of a golden inspiration that coincided. So I'd already kind of set in stone that like farm kid, that's funny. We'll go with that. It's something different, right? Most of the other like Snoop protagonists are either like Midwest or like city people, suburban. Let's aim for something different. But then I also started watching this show called Letterkenny, which is follows a group of like Canadian hicks from, you guessed it, the town Letterkenny. Very funny show. And as I was watching this show, I was like, the main character Wayne, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a lot of heavy influence for my character Noah. In his mannerisms and talk.
And then
I've never seen Letterkenny, but you've shown clips of the show, and I watched them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's a very funny show. Highly recommend anybody watch it. I'm seeing someone say that Born to Inherit the Stars is actually their gateway into Snoot Fix. Thank you. That is much. That's high praise. Thank you.
Sarge is fucking yelling at you right now.
Yeah, so it's become a reoccurring tradition that whenever I post a new chapter of my fic, Sarge will come in and read it for whoever's present at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had him reading the voices of one of the Canadian characters, which is also a mammoth girl, he tries to give her a Jersey accent, which tickled me hilarious.
Look at that. You already got somebody reading your fics and everything. Jake has me, and I'm waiting for fucking Punch Drunk to finish.
You know,
yeah, well,
that's always like the thing that like really fucks me up is I'll be in the wild and mentioning my fic in passing, and then like someone working on some other like prolific snoot thing or what have you, or will have told me that they've read my fic. I remember Scraggedy one time was like, oh yeah, I read your thing, and yeah, I fucking love Noah. That threw me for a fucking loop.
You know, the funny thing is, now that we've had you on here once, you can be on the next roundtable as well.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
true.
They have been kind of tugging on their chains a little bit and barking, saying, "Roundtable when?"
Yeah, they want another one.
Yeah.
I noticed when I saw the roundtable group chat at the top of my DM list.
You were like,
and
huh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. and I'll be in there like a fucking Smash Bros intro. Hack fraud joins the party.
Stop saying that.
I think everybody would say that about themselves. So I don't think we can do hack fraud joins the party 8 times in a row.
I'm the biggest hack fraud of them
See,
all.
here we go. Everybody's self-deprecating.
I mean, look, it's just my way, I guess, to stay humble. Like, I know where I'm at. I don't want to come in and pretend to be some big dick swinging, big shot or anything. I'm just a humble, random dickhead on the internet who made some funny fic and does some shitty doodles.
I think, again, everybody can relate with that. I mean, I always say that I'm just the fucking Bobo the Clown that happened to get an audience. Jake still doesn't understand people praising him. It took a while to get him to accept the fucking compliment.
No.
I'm trying to take it with more grace, I suppose. But I don't know. Imposter syndrome, which is ironic because it's a subject I am going to be touching on a lot with my story. Given the main protagonist is called Noah Buddy, it's almost like he has a syndrome.
Yeah, you snagged a pretty good name for him, huh?
Yeah, I'm quite proud of that one. I like it a lot.
I want to pluck a straw out of his mouth and poke him in the eyeball with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're just violent in nature, so isn't that kind of like what you want to do to a lot of people?
That's not violent. That's just like playful.
I think poking somebody in the eye with a straw is a little violent.
Oh yeah, speaking of Jake and Born to Inherit the Stars, little known fact, and I guess spoilers for future content is they haven't gotten to the school arc yet, but once they do, a certain punch drunk gym teacher will be present.
A certain dickhead.
Yeah.
Certain motherfucker.
It's from an alternate universe, so it's fine. They exist in conjunction with one another.
Yeah. So me and Jake have been talking, and we kind of played around with the idea of like Dorian being a gym teacher. And then we kind of were playing around with like the possibilities of that. Eventually we settled on it, and then specifically we thought, it'd be cool if we got Dorian specifically from the Bloodstained Blizzard universe.
Yes, so this is Bloodstained Blizzard Dorian that will be in Born to Inherit the Stars. So we've got Judy Dorian. So all the Judy heads will get their fix.
Yeah, Judy and Wendy at this time will have become drama school teachers.
So there you go. That's gonna happen, and it also gives me I guess inspiration to work on Blizzard at some point.
Yippee!
When I finish the 3 Gorillion other things I have to do.
The other thing I guess we can touch on real quick and then swing back is me and Jake have another project that will never see the light of day, thanks Schmoopy. I'm kidding, but Spin to Win.
Mm-hmm. You want to put some Spin to Win art up there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Where should I be looking?
Ginger guy, or you can do the bio one that Kev made.
All right.
Yeah, ginger one. He's a big ginger guy.
Throws it up. There you go.
Yeah. So this is the main character, Bernard Houts, aka Burnout. He is a former vet who eventually makes his way into civilian life. He suffers from depression, and the story kind of starts with a man who has already reached his breaking point. Starts off in the E1, if you will. Right? His mental health has declined to a state in which he has made it a ritual to play Russian roulette at the end of the month. He is also a burn victim, which many people are quick to assume that, oh, you must have gotten that during your time in the military, which is not the case. He got it as a child. His birth parents were, let's say, neglectful. His father was a chronic drug abuser, and a young Bernard found some matches, and the rest is history. Eventually, this incident leads him to be disfigured and put into the foster care system, in which he is raised by a family of herbivores. And has a very troubled youth. He kind of realizes as he gets older how much of a shithead he was being to the people taking care of him, and out of guilt and feeling like something of a burden, he sets off to the military to make something of himself. To which he spends his tour doing fuck and all, staring at sand. So, not very satisfied with the outcome. Feels like he hasn't really accomplished much, and can't bear facing his family again. So he just picks up and leaves. To which the rest of the events play out. One of the key events that leads to the decline of his mental health is he gets cut off from his prescription from the VA. So he's really just raw dogging it, right? But in the restaurant he works at, he starts to encounter the new waitress Maven, who is this full of life fucking sweetheart dino girl that Bonfire made the original design for. Bless their heart. Which should be somewhere in that series of messages I sent you, Humo.
We just need guidance on which one to throw up here.
Give me a second. I help you with that.
Your
Buh.
Yeah, you sent like 20-something messages, so
Yeah. All right. So this is the one Wax made. I'll resend it to you, and then let me get the one Bond did.
I'll throw the Wax one up on screen real quick.
This is the one that Bond did, the one I just sent you.
Yep.
And this was the first draft of Maven. He really fucking knocked it out of the park with the excuse me, Bond. Knocked it out of the park with the first design. We were sitting in a call one day, and I was just conceptualizing, if you will, and bro nailed exactly what I was looking for.
She's a good one.
Yeah. She's a big sweetheart. When her and Burn initially meet, it's a little bit rough because Burn is he's Burn. He's a bit of a cynic, a jaded asshole. and Maven to him comes off a little bit plastic and forced happiness. He kind of sees through her facade, which and she kind of calls him out on his bullshit too, to an extent. Um, and she's got her own issues, which is partially why she puts on a mask, if you will. But the story is effectively uh, two very broken people for different reasons, uh, helping each other to get through a really dark time, pulling each other up. Um, One thing that I had like really decided when writing this one is that I really wanted to emphasize the importance of what friendship like means and how uh, we as social creatures really need that, right? Um, which is why I had made the choice that Burn and Maven's relationship was going to be strictly platonic.
I've always found that an interesting choice,
Yeah,
but it's definitely one that I like that you're exploring and that we're going to explore, I guess, technically,
right.
since I'm helping writing in the
Exactly.
Win Smiles.
Yeah, so Jake was one of the people who, when I was spitballing this idea in its infancy, uh, which we still have a lot of work on figuring stuff out, and it's still in its early phases, but Jake was very on board for this, very supportive. Um, and as me and Jake kind of got started to know each other better and, you know, let's say get more personal with each other, I figured he would be a perfect one to help me co-author and explore some of the more, uh, let's say, grittier themes of this story. Um, After going through Punch Drunk, I was just like, yeah, this will be a perfect fit for the tone I'm going for, which is a high contrast from the more lighthearted nature of my first story I'm making with Born.
Gotta have that range.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Whereas in Born to Inherit the Stars, it's very inspired by things like Sandlot, The Goonies, kids with bikes type shit. Uh, Coming of age story because it sees the characters go from like freshman year to graduation, um, which was kind of, I guess, a challenge and ambition I set for myself because I, as we tend to talk about when talking about like Snoot and Wani, is uh, side characters tend to not get the limelight that people think they deserve. So I had wanted to make a story in which every character that I felt necessary got the time they deserved or that I wanted to give them. Um, which is why a story that spans the time of 4 years is enough to like really delve into things, get into the nitty gritty, really get personal with some people. Um, the I guess the other side of it is I wanted a relationship between characters that started off with the basis of a strong friendship. Uh, Noah and Amber, throughout the story, before they are anything, they are best friends first. Uh, which is why even later in the story, things get complicated once feelings start getting had because Noah doesn't want to ruin his first and best, friendship.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a Humo.
I
Speak.
you speak.
What? I don't have anything to say.
What?
What do you mean? What?
What do I mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean?
Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll think of something to say then. Fuck. Why you gonna put me on the spot like that, motherfucker? I was letting him talk.
Well, then he wasn't talking anymore.
I didn't know he was just taking a dramatic pause.
What?
I don't know. I ain't had a
Man.
spotlight in a while. All right, I'm still trying to fucking work my way back
Yeah,
into
I'm
this
trying
shit.
to get. I'm trying to like get your gears going again.
Yeah, it'll buff, fellas. It'll buff.
You
All
really
right.
like saying that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like that's one of his phrases at this point. And it's one that I like will just randomly say too now because of him. Points at him with big finger.
It's funny. It's a tick I got from another friend.
Yeah.
Really sweet unit. He's a Canadian tanker, which I guess is actually a funny way of bringing it back. Is so Noah's grandfather is former military. He is the inspiration for Franklin Sam Buddy. Is quite kind of an amalgamation of a lot of different things. One of them being this good friend I had who served in the Canadian Armed Forces as a tanker, which is why I had opted to make Noah's grandfather a tanker, because I really like that idea. Now, other inspiration kind of comes from both of my other grandparents, um, who also served in the military. On my father's side, I believe he's in the army, and on my mother's side, my grandfather was in the Navy. Uh, and my mother's side grandfather, he was a character. He was big into theater, in both going to plays and um, being an actor himself. And he was a very fun grandparent to spend time with. God rest his soul. Um, and my other grandfather was a man who I heard a lot of legend about, but unfortunately never got to meet. Uh, but he was one of those types of people that everyone in the city loved this guy, right? Just full of charisma and wisdom. And kids would follow him around like the Pied Piper, you know? Um, so I kind of made that like the basis for uh, Noah's grandfather, and someone who Noah constantly feels a need to live up to those kind of expectations of what a man should be, right? Um, I guess one of like the ongoing, uh, let's say, character issues with Noah is he is a young kid full of promise, right? But doesn't see it himself. He tends to have a lot of self doubt and doesn't have a very high self image. Uh, he feels like he's got a lot to prove. Like his surrounding friends, you have Amber, who is this very confident, sure of herself, bold personality, uh, who is very talented when it comes to sports. and so is their friend Riley. And then you have Spike, who is going to St. Hammond's to be an artist, and then, what have you. You have Green, who will be introduced to the story very shortly. Smiles.
You're welcome.
He's something of a history buff and gun nut. And then Noah is sitting there going, well, what the hell am I? I'm just some fucking hick, and all I know is how to fucking plant trees and pick orchards. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with myself.
Yeah, the feeling of everybody else has got their shit together, but I don't.
Yeah. And then you also have Mateo, who is the son of both Rosa and Reed. And he is he's into boxing. Which will also tie into our favorite punch drunk PE teacher, Smiles.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah, as me and Jake got to talking about that and the connection they have, I was like, man, Dorian's actually going to have a very surprisingly prominent role in the story, because he's going to be very tied to Mateo and his drama.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I will be bringing Jake on for those chapters that feature Dorian.
He doesn't trust himself to write Dorian properly, so he's like, you, do it.
Yeah, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, wasn't he gonna like fucking commission you to write chapters including Dorian?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
I mean, Jake's a busy guy. He needs a little bit of incentive.
It's true.
Just say you'll give him like a case of Monster, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
hell yeah!
Ugh, I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, you certainly
You're not-
fucking are.
That's not. It's like it's not even like you're paying me. It's like you're refueling me. Like I'm an objective item.
Right. So,
Jake's running on empty.
It's the fucking like Left 4 Dead 2. Done. Whenever you put a fucking fuel tank in the fucking generator.
so I guess another thing that I was aiming to do with Noah is obviously I'm trying to go for something a little bit different, but so a common theme I tend to see with snoot protagonists in stories is they're kind of assholes from the start, or they have a very shitty relationship with their parents.
There's always something wrong.
Right. And I kind of said to myself, okay, now what if we had a character who wasn't that
Yeah.
and got along with their parents? What would that look like?
That was something I was gonna do whenever I get around to writing shit.
Yeah. To where Noah has a fairly healthy relationship with his parents. And in fact, one of the issues that kind of comes up as he gets shipped away is he starts thinking about shit, I'm not gonna see my parents until I'm a fucking adult. That's kind of hurts in a way.
Yeah, that sucks real bad.
Not cash
Yeah.
money.
Especially if you have a good relationship with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For they were kind of his few friends, because back home he was not a very popular kid. Being a foster cared hick is one thing. Being a foster cared hick that grew up with a bowl cut was another. Eventually, he learned to cut his own hair.
That's just Gohan. Nobody's Gohan.
Oh yeah, can he go Super Saiyan?
Yeah, he's already got blonde hair.
Oh fuck.
That is true.
He's been Super Saiyan the whole time.
Immediately backs down.
Yeah.
Are you just
Yeah, okay, so
imagining-
that's actually a funny thing to talk about because kind of from the get-go, this like ongoing like joke I had when creating this. So a lot of stuff that would end up being in the fic was like I would sit in the Discord and just start spitballing dumb shit with the boys as you do, right? And what ended up being solidified into like a running joke is Noah being like a southern gentleman, right? He's got the firm handshake TM, right? And I made it a running joke that you could power scale people by how they react to his firm handshake.
So if you wince, you're on the lower on the power scale.
Yeah. One of the first people that Noah meets that can withstand the firm handshake TM is so which is another character that came about in crack ideas with spitballing with the boys is so at the end of Snoot, Spears is retired, right?
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, we got to come up with a new principal, right? I need a big fuck off motherfucker that would be a proper replacement for Spears, right? And then it hit me. Fucking Principal Goddamn Armstrong.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
Which Bonfire made this wonderful little piece for me ages ago when I first started this fic, which really fucking pushed me to have the motivation to go on with it. So Noah being a southern-ish, coded farm boy is one of those people that like always has a fucking knife on him, right? He goes to school and he's like whittling away at some fucking wood or something, to kill the time. Not knowing that it's like against school regulation to have a fucking knife on you. And Principal Goddamn Armstrong just bare hands it and snaps it with his fucking bare hands. And Noah is just like, what the fuck is this man? And no matter who he's referring to, Principal Armstrong just refers to everyone as Jack, which is really funny when like Jack also shows up in the story. And it just gets really confusing.
You're Jack, I'm Jack, he's Jack. We're all Jack.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be a character that I can't wait to write for. That'll be fun and stupid.
I mean, given that like a lot of the fucking teachers and faculty are just references, it makes total sense to just have fucking Armstrong just jump in.
Now-
Why not?
I have to say this.
Uh-huh.
Dorian passes the handshake test
Yeah. Absolutely.
without a given.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, he's the PE teacher. I hope he passes the fucking handshake test.
That's actually another thing is one of the people who surprisingly that kind of throws Noah for a loop is Mateo passes the handshake test. And Mateo is a very lean dino kid. He's definitely like featherweight. But Noah at some point in the story figures out that this guy can throw hands.
Yeah. Boxing dinosaurs are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've written some fighting dinos, haven't you, Jake?
Mm-hmm. I mean, look, when it comes to writing like hand-to-hand combat in the Snoot universe, when you are involving dinosaurs, you have to remember that they are both stronger and they also have natural deadly weapons just on their hands and in their mouth. And sometimes on their tails. Stares at Mia.
They got that daggone eyes are.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not the
So
Thagomizer. Is it the Thagomizer?
no, the Thagomizer is like the big hammer on the end.
Right. Those are just tail spikes then.
Yeah, that's Anki. Those are Anki.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do those
Yeah,
have
like
a
bust.
proper terminology?
Yeah, Thagomizer.
No. Like the fucking spikes on a tail. That's
Spike
not.
on a tail.
That's it.
Yeah, spike on a tail.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a fucking anthropologist. That's not right. Anthropologist is people science. I'm not a paleontologist.
There
we go.
you go. Got there in the end.
So got there in the end.
Spines.
But yeah, when it comes to writing dinosaur fights, unless you're like, unless they're wearing gloves or it's like a trained combatant, dinosaurs are going to be like a lot more instinct driven when they fight, especially if it's a carnivore. Because they're going to be nasty and feral, and they're not going to be able to contain that energy. With humans, you have fight or flight. That also applies to dinosaurs. But when you look at like between carnivores and herbivores, fight or flight still exists. But they're going to be more liable to choose one over the other. Carnivores are probably going to be more liable to fight than flee, and herbivores are going to be more liable to flee than fight, because that's just ingrained into their fucking brains.
Genetics, baby.
Yeah, that's like old shit from when they were still walking on all fours and eating each other and leaves and shit. So
Yeah.
you have to like keep that in mind when you're writing fight scenes with dinosaurs.
Do the dinos have inherent like slash and pierce resist?
Yeah, they have scales too. Like that's another thing. Well, the way I see it is that dinosaurs are stronger than humans and they're not as durable as humans inside, but outside they're harder to get through, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, that's been canonized by the devs.
They're wearing
Right.
armor.
They're like for instance, they would take a gut punch like much more severe than a human.
Right, but if you like hit them in the shoulder, they're not gonna like feel it. Basically, unless you get like a critical hit, quote unquote, against a dinosaur, they're going to be less affected by like if you just punch them in the face.
Could a human take a bite out of one?
No, our teeth are not sharp enough to get through those scales.
It depends on the breed, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose that would be a factor. I wouldn't try to bite through a T-Rex's scales. That's just asking to get your head.
I mean, definitely not through their skull. You might get
No.
through the tail.
If anything, the crushing pressure would be what does it for our teeth over like piercing.
Right. So it's all about the blunt throughput.
Yeah, if you can bite hard enough to like squeeze hard enough to go out and make them go owie, you're not gonna draw blood, but somebody's grabbing you, you could bite their finger and make them go ouch.
Yow!
But as far as like circling back to the durability thing, like if it was say Nazer who fell down the stairs instead of Anon, Nazer would be taking a trip to the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ouch, ouch, oof, owie.
Yeah,
especially
when they get impaled by the bollard. That would be like Nazer would have like 8 broken ribs and like a lot of other shit wrong.
Immediately on life support.
Yeah, it'd be the cliffside all over again.
Yeah, one of the things I was kind of thinking about was like a conversation Dorian has with like Noah and Mateo is as they're like going through like after school like boxing program or whatever. Dorian's talking about like, yeah, so with like dinos you gotta get a little bit more creative. You gotta go for some vitals,
Mm-hmm.
Hit them between the scales.
It's less of an issue if you're having like a regulated fight, like a boxing fight or an MMA fight, because there are rules. It's not like the dinosaur is going to be able to slash you across the throat or smack you with their fucking tail spines. But if you're, at that point, it's just whatever. You're just having a fucking fist fight with somebody who might be a little out of your weight class or who is stronger than you, which you could still manage. Shit happens all the time in boxing. Yeah, you just got to, use your training that you're training for in the sport combat.
Yeah. But to pull it back, I guess. Let's see. So when coming up with Noah, besides like the whole like parent thing, we have a lot of protagonists that they start off like very rough around the edges, let's say. Looking at like Nua or Mr. Punch Drunk Man himself, or hell, even Anon. I chose to do it a little bit different. Noah's a heart of gold kind of guy. Let's say high honor Arthur Morgan, where it's like he's ready to fucking cave some teeth in, but he's a fucking good old boy about it, he's the type of fella who if you got into a scrap, he'd give you a hand up, dust you off, and go buy you a beer, type of thing. He's got principle,
Yes.
but he's not like an Inco fucking pushover either,
Right.
Somewhere in between.
We thinking like speak softly but carry a big stick type deal, or?
Precisely. And then you have Amber, who is often depicted as a sporty tomboy, and I like that depiction. I wanted to kind of lean into that. Okay, so this piece. Let me break this one down real quick, I guess. So, in the most recent chapter, Noah and Amber are heading back home from hanging out at Amber's cousin Spike's, who is Olivia and Nico's kid. And they meet Tracy in the metro, right? And a thing I've kind of ended up deciding on, and will be like a returning gag, is Tracy and Amber. They've got some history, right? They're pretty close to each other. Amber calls her Aunt Tracy, and they have this whole shtick where Tracy likes to have Amber guinea pig any of her like weird like hot dog experiments, putting like all these like weird fucking the type of shit that you would make if you were like high off your ass, like hot dog combinations. And when Noah encounters this happening for the first time, he sees the hot dog abomination that Amber has, and he's just fucking repulsed by it. But Amber, being the goblin she is, just
The anteater.
Yeah, just porks it down.
Yeah, I think Jake and I were talking about it like last night or some shit, or the night before. I have not eaten a hot dog in fucking forever.
Me neither.
I think I actually had some just the other night.
Well, aren't you just the fucking hot dog boy, huh? You want to brag about your fucking hot dog eating antics, you fucking freak?
You know he's not the glizzy.
You're really
gladiator.
leaning into this bit.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd play along, but God forbid
Hot
you
dog,
can't have...
dog, hot diggity dog.
You can't fucking have fun around here anymore.
Sandbagging.
You know, sandbagging is fun sometimes.
But yeah, that was kind of a running bit. This is one of the pieces that Schmoopy had calmed me for. He wanted a bunch of cutesy bits between Noah and Amber. Them hanging out.
Does Noah always have that stupid fucking blade of grass in his mouth?
Not always, but it's kind of a running thing with him.
Where'd you even get it from?
So his grandmother, she has a little garden.
Oh, I didn't expect you to have grass lore.
Yeah.
Evil.
I like to imagine it's just he goes to the store and buys like 100-pack of them.
I would
The
like
redneck store.
100 pack of wheatgrass, please.
You just grab one each morning before he heads out.
Huh.
Well, running low on wheatgrass. Gonna have to visit the store again.
Yeah, that's this is another one that was like part of a larger crack page I did of Noah reacting to Amber just demolishing a fucking freak hot dog.
Yeah.
The freak dog.
Free
Yeah.
dog.
This is the same kind of Amber that would drink like the Oreo shake in one go.
100%.
Yeah.
I might have a reference to that because that shit tickles me pink.
All right, I got a question.
Yeah.
So, like, we were talking about like the little wheat thing, right? I need to
Mhm.
know, when you guys get like a toothpick, do you just like leave that hanging in your mouth until you throw it away?
Sometimes
I have an image for this.
I do it all the fucking time.
I do oftentimes like to chew at the toothpick.
Okay, do you do the same with like a lollipop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Humo, I have check this fucking image out, dog.
Is it in the fucking recording room? Of course he would have that ready to go.
Toothpick changes everything.
Toothpick changes everything.
It's just that easy, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just that easy.
I just realized, why does he have like one part of his face that's like is not cleaned up with the fucking the beard, but the other side is perfectly good.
A toothpick changes everything.
A toothpick shaved my beard, cleaned it up.
Humo, it changes everything.
True. What? What if he just became white?
That would. He sucked.
It changes everything,
You
dog.
just got the overall fit on.
Damn toothpick took my melanin away. Melanin.
Yeah. Mmm. Melatonin.
Yeah.
Gonna
Wait.
start
No.
on chewing.
I said the right one.
You
I thought I
did.
said melatonin.
I was laughing because I didn't know why you were like checking yourself there.
I'm broken right now.
Broken man.
Shake machine not working.
Feed Monsort.
I haven't had any for a couple days.
Is
Been a
that
real
why you're
struggle.
powering down?
It's been a real struggle. Let me tell you something. Lord have mercy.
So since you're talking about your goobers here, here's a nice little one.
Okay, yeah, so this is another one that Schmoop had calmed. This one was inspired by there's an artist on Twitter. I believe they go by Fox Burrito. They have a cute little comic that this was heavily inspired from. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Noah, early on, it's established that in his free time back home, he would just kind of self-teach himself a little bit of guitar. And this very much piques the interest of Fang, who is running she's the music teacher. And she is trying desperately to also get Amber to get into music like she was, but and she's hoping that her friendship with Noah can help push that along. But Amber's not too keen on music. She's into sports,
Mm-hmm.
much to the dismay of her mother.
Uh-oh, she's Uncle Nazi.
D
kid.
colon.
Yeah, her and Nazar do have some history. They're quite close, for I think obvious reasons.
It's a very good piece. Very good.
Yeah, it's very, very cute.
Yeah,
It brings
yeah,
a grin to
I'm
the old
a
face.
I'm a big sucker for cute and sappy shit.
I mean, I think a lot of people are. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
You get that cutesy shit, and everybody go, smiles.
the warm fuzzies.
And we got this piece here.
So this was a quick little sketch I did of the Taro twins, and that would be Spike in his casual clothes on the right.
Mm-hmm.
So Spike v Nito, he is a lot of the inspiration for his design.
Comes after his namesake. Go figure.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop, right? Spike Spiegel, right? So Olivia being the big fucking weeb she is, I was like, well, you know, Olivia has like green hair naturally, and kind of messy hair, right? Which got my brain turning. Spike from Cowboy Bebop also has greenish hue, messy hair. So I was like, man, match made in heaven. If they had a kid, a son, that'd be a fitting name. Um, and then the V would then also be Vash, because Vash the Stampede, because Olivia's a weeb and likes Trigun.
It all just kind of worked together, don't it?
Yeah. And then I remember showing like some early artwork of this guy to Jake, and Jake was like, "Oh, I'm surprised his name isn't Trent." Smiles.
Yeah, there's lore behind that. I know. I'm a knower, and it's very sad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you've read the one shot, you know.
Yeah.
Or was it a one shot, or was it it was a side chapter?
It
of,
was a bonus chapter, effectively.
Yeah.
That
Very
kind of
sad.
delves into the history of that. So, I guess that's a good time to talk about Spike. Spike, obviously he's the son of Olivia and Inko. He is their second son. Their first being Trent. And should I get into spoilers to kind of explain some context?
I mean, that's up to you.
That is entirely your decision.
If you wish to, you may. If you wish not to, you may not. Simple
Well,
as.
There is a thing people could go read if they want to figure it out. So it's not like, there's no
Yeah.
resources available.
Well, okay, so I'll put it like this. Spike is trying to live up to the image of his brother. And he has a very strained relationship with his parents currently, at least in his eyes. And which is a lot of the reason why he is making his way to St. Hammond's. He wants to try and make his parents happy with him, because he has a poor image of himself. He wants to, in his eyes, capture the love that they had for Trent, who is the prodigal son, the talented one. Trent obviously is a very prolific artist. And Spike is trying desperately to capture some of that, and struggles with it because like a certain Mr. Streamer here, he can't see the apple.
Womp.
Yeah, he's got a rough time with the arts. However, he's a big fucking nerd. he really likes playing tabletop Warhammer. There's a whole chapter dedicated to that. And he's very good at painting miniatures, but come to actually painting art, he struggles with, or at least he tends to think so, because he has very high standards that he is pairing himself up against.
Mm-hmm.
Who else can we in the roster breakdown? We got the Canadians, the Mammoths, Riley and her younger brother Otto. They previously lived in Canada and have made their way to the States, to Volcadero, to well, I guess this is a bit of spoiler of sorts. They left to escape from their
Tarkov.
God damn it. Their mother was something of a monster. And is responsible for Otto's ongoing lisp, which is something that Riley holds over herself in guilt. She feels responsible for letting it happen. Which is why these days she is extremely protective of her younger brother. Her younger brother is too young to really remember the incident thoroughly. So when it comes to conversations about their mother, it's usually like, oh, when are we going to get to see her again? And, oh, I hope she comes out for the holidays, things like that. And Riley is trying desperately to, avoid it because she knows.
Ugh.
So, her father and them left Canada to start life again. Riley is currently in a relationship with Mateo, who is currently being raised solely by Rosa. And the thing about Mateo is he hero worships his mom. So he's adopted her faith and takes it even more seriously than she does. Because again, he wants to be the perfect son for her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to the point where any onlookers are like, "Ooh, brother, you're a bit of a zealot there. Like, ease up a little, to a point where anyone would say it would get in the way of relationships,
Mm.
But for someone like Riley, who due to the nature of her upbringing and traumas, is not against a slow relationship. She likes things to stay the status quo, out of a certain fear of getting abandoned or certain reciprocation. It's yeah.
Mm.
She's got a lot of shit to work through.
Yeah,
So things going slow ain't exactly a bad thing.
exactly. Mateo, he is 2 grades above Noah and Amber, and so is Riley. So his kind of conflict throughout the story is he wants to help out his mom because she is, thugging it out, single mom style, working a bar job, and he's kind of struggling between, well, I could, go off and take care of my future, pursue my education and dreams, or, I could help my mom, which the type of person Mateo is, he's always going to opt to help his mom. Hey said thugging it out, subtle accidental plug. Oh yeah, I guess that's a thing he's heard.
Already thugging it out by Hayes is here.
Yeah.
So you touched upon something there. Tugging it out as a single mom, huh?
Yeah. So Reed did not do so great after the events of Snoot. He broke the number one rule of the drug trade: don't get high off your own supply. So Reed kind of ran away. He got really addicted to a lot of shit, drugs, partying, wild lifestyle. It got to a point where when he had his kid, he came to a certain realization of, I don't want this kid to end up like me. So I'm gonna peace out because that would be better than making their lives worse by being here. Kind of a thing I noticed when playing Snoot, especially in like E3 and what have you, is anytime things got hairy and Reed was involved, he would kind of cower out. And so I kind of wanted to explore that in obviously a more dramatic way.
Yeah, he was pretty avoidant with things.
Right.
Fucking
So
we love him, but he the fuck dumb shit.
yeah.
Very dumb.
So he's gone for about like most of this kid's life. And his character arc is he realizes how fucking stupid that is, and the mistakes he's made, and is trying to come back and make amends, as it were, and try and make himself be a part of his kid's life again.
Mm-hmm. How's that go?
We shall see. To wrap it back around to Dorian and his importance in the story, as me and Jake were kind of talking, and the importance of Dorian is, so you have a kid who is really into boxing, doesn't have a father figure, and one of the people he spends a lot of his free time with is Dorian, who, as me and Jake has discussed, Dorian and Rosa are very close friends. And so there's going to be some choice encounters when Reed starts showing his mug around again.
New dad is gonna kick the shit out of old dad.
Punch dad.
Yeah,
Punch drunk father.
I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to go about all that in Bloodstained Blizzard when eventually I get around to that.
Right.
Let's see, though.
Yeah,
Something to think about for the future.
there's gonna be some coordinating between me and Jake as we get to that.
That ought to be fun.
Yeah.
So wait, Jake, is this the first time that Dorian's going to be showing up outside of your works?
Mm-mm. He's had a few cameos before and other
Mhm.
things.
What, how many is it at this point?
I think there's only one
Okay.
or two. There could be a second one. I don't keep track of them.
Starting to wonder if Dorian was going to become like one of those fucking skinnies that just start showing up everywhere.
That would be really funny.
I'll put him in mine. Don't worry.
He's shown up on the funny boards a couple times.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
They do like they Dorian, don't they?
They like making fun of him.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But that's, you know.
Yeah, it's very funny whenever they do it, so I don't mind.
All right. So does that kind of touch on most of the characters in B-Tits?
That's an unfortunate abbreviation.
I like it though.
Have we just figured this out?
No, I've noticed it for a while now, but I didn't want to address it.
I would like to vocalize it.
Man.
Beat tits.
B-Tits.
Fell.
Huh?
Well, not our fault.
You're the one who chose the title.
I didn't abbreviate it.
Well, I'm either gonna call it B-Tits or Biz. And leave the T's out. So, you know, make your fucking pick.
Biz is funny.
Biz is
Get down
pretty
to
good.
Biz. Let's get down to Biz.
Bits.
No, because then you're not acknowledging the first T, and that's not fair.
Man, this sucks real hard.
Uh-oh, name change incoming.
No, I really fuck with the title. That's like one of the things I'm like really proud of with that. I like the title.
Gonna
A
die on
lot.
that one. Gonna die on that
Yeah.
hill.
It is a good name.
It would be pretty nice.
It's just an unfortunate abbreviation.
Yeah. It is what it is.
But yeah, any other characters you wanna talk about there, or have we kind of touched upon most of them?
Shoot. I think that is the main cast. Well, I mean, there's also like Anon. Green. Green is also gonna be in it. We touched upon him a little bit. Yeah, so funny story, actually, when this is like one of my more popular pieces that ever like hit the Baru, which I don't tend to post on there a lot. My stuff just kind of gets snagged up on there.
Just shows up.
Yeah. uh we were browsing the Baru one night with Hayes and the boys, and we came across some like shit post like let's say a terrorist organization propaganda with like, you know, the funny hoo-ha music, and this image came across in like that like montage.
Yeah, and you just decided, green.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, this is some shit he would do, so.
Yeah,
I'm just a terror with a rocket launcher.
true.
Lord Jesus.
So about green in the fic though.
Right, so I initially actually didn't even plan to have him in, or I was kind of opposed to the idea because of at the time I only knew him from that fic which shall not be mentioned, and I didn't want to put attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then my good buddy Jake here kind of pilled me on Green and his origins.
I pointed a gun at you.
Yeah.
In TTT.
And said fucking put that shit in your fic now. No, but we actually played around with like a funny idea of like a returning gag of like Green is because he's a big gun nut head, right? He's like real into like airsoft and shit, and has like an autistic knowledge of like firearms and firearm history. um, when he first encounters Noah, he's a bit like an uppity asshole. He's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" type of thing. But then in like passing conversation, Noah mentions like, "Yeah, so I own like some firearms and shit because I go hunting with my grandpa," type of deal. And Green immediately changes tune. He's like, "Oh, you have guns? Like guns? Yo, man, we should like hang out sometime. You want to like go to the range sometime? Just constantly annoying him to like hang out and like go shoot guns."
As one does.
Yeah,
Gun shooting fun.
exactly. And he's like, "Yo, Amber, you better not fuck this up, Amber. I got a good thing going."
Swear to God, Amber, if you take this from me.
I only ask one thing of you as your brother. Yeah.
So he's just a chill guy who got the guns.
Yeah, I guess kind of the other side drama, if you will.
Mhm.
Him and Amber have a relatively good relationship, but Green kind of has a little bit. He's a little bit green with envy, haha. In that he feels like his parents don't take him as seriously and his hobbies.
Mhm.
When Amber gets into something, it's we got to drop everything to take her to the sports event.
Full support.
Yeah, she gets all the trophies, she gets all the recognition, she got all the plaques. Me as Green. Oh, you like to play with plastic shoot 'em up toys? That's okay, I guess.
Okay, champ. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I guess, if we can't be bothered, we can take you to the airsoft field with your friends. How much does it cost? Ooh, I don't know. You know.
Mhm.
So he's just kind of wishing that he would be taken more seriously.
He's
He's a young man who likes to play
Yeah.
with guns.
And in the same vein, Mama Fang is like, "Hey, get into music, Smiles," and he's like, "I don't care."
See, he just needs to make a U-Snoot channel and fucking do gun reviews and shit.
Okay, so that actually reminds me. There's going to be two characters. They're going to be kind of gad characters. Adam and Evelyn. They are both human. Evelyn is a girl who wants to be an inspiring U-Snooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
A VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a human girl who VTubes as a dino girl.
Mm-hmm.
And Amber and crew constantly make fun of her and fucking hate her. She may be a bit of an antagonistic role. I haven't fully decided yet.
Still feeling her out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her guy friend Adam, he's what you would call a simp. He's down bad for Evelyn, follows her around, adds her beck and call, and she kind of takes advantage of him, knowing that, strings him along type of deal. But he does all her video work.
we've spoken about these two, and I fucking can't wait to see both them crash and burn. Well, not human guy. He's just unfortunate,
Yeah.
Caught in the crossfire.
caught in the crossfire. But that fucking bitch, I want her dead on
Yeah.
affectionate.
Yeah, I remember like a choice moment is like they like ask Amber like, "Oh, so like what do you think about like this whole like stuff I'm doing?" Something to that effect. and Amber being like the blunt fucking 4chan girl she is. It's just like, I hope you fucking die in a SWAT accident.
Epic.
Yeah.
Iron.
Yeah.
I need to vocalize something because it's been sitting in my head for the past like minute and buzzing, and I don't ask you like for much.
Yeah.
Can you have a scene where they interrupt Green watching Brandon Terrera? Please.
Absolutely, dog.
Hell yeah.
The AK-50 will finally be made.
Yes.
And he's waiting there for in anticipation as the video goes live, and they just bust into him, thinking that his parents bust in on him, thinking that he's like, I don't know, watching porn or something. It's like, I'm just watching gun tubers. What the fuck do you guys
It's
want?
just Brandon Terrera, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Iron, who's hitting things with hammers?
That's my old man in the background.
I'm gonna hit stuff with hammers, namely Lanny.
He's living his
Speaking
best
of
life
which.
right now. Where is he?
Where's
Get
that?
that little guy in here.
Let me message him.
Nah.
You don't want him in here?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about my old man. I was like,
Oh yeah, no, get him on the mic.
nah.
Old man Iron, get over here.
Come on, pops.
Yeah.
I'm messaging Little Ngongus now. Let's see if he responds. And then we can talk about hitting him with a hammer. Oh, he's typing. Jake, get ready to grab him.
Creature.
My cursors are hovering over his face.
Oh yeah, no, grab him. I gotta yell at him now. What the fuck? You couldn't just say yes?
Hey, I'm not supposed to yell at you, dipshit. Tape your goddamn stupid mouth and
He said, beam me up, Plapamoto. I fucking hate this guy.
Oh, I hate
I'm
this
proud
guy.
of you, Lanny.
I hate him so much that fuck you. Yell at Humo. Everyone boo at Humo. Chat. Can you spell the word boo?
There it is.
There it is, folks. It's just that easy.
It's just that fucking easy.
Triple as.
Do you
Yeah.
have anything you want to say to Iron?
Do it, jiggle, jiggle.
I'm gonna bust your fucking kneecaps in when I see you at the event. Mark your fucking days.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Mm,
I threw him out.
nice.
Did you buckle his shoe?
I want to buckle him to a fucking rocket and launch him into space.
He would be grinning all the way up too, until he
Yeah, until-
exits
Until
Until he
the
starts
atmosphere.
burning up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
That's good. That's good. Ugh. Okay. Well, there we go. Yeah, sure, Kev. Go ahead and make an official Lanny model. Make it something that I'd want to fucking cause bodily harm to.
Make sure it live Dawn's severed head sitting on a platter. Oh my god, yes, please. Then we can just put it on the table so it just pops up randomly and shrieks.
Yeah. Just
Oh my God.
shrieks.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it when people are funnier than I am.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I think that about covers the main cast. I guess a real quick thing would be I've been in talks with Bon and his little the Swamp Baby cast with Lore and Iris and a handful of others. I unfortunately don't have any things on hand for them. He also gave me permission to use them in my fic, and they will act as a sort of rival counterpart to the Amber crew.
The ops.
Yeah.
Are you putting Lurk in there too?
Yeah.
Ah.
He's gonna be like the one person in that group that Noah actually gets along with.
Because they're skinnies, bro.
Yeah, they gotta stick
And
together, man.
Skinnies stick together, man.
You're just nabbing them up, ain't you?
Yeah.
Well, you've sent me a lot of art, and I would say half of it is Born to Inherit the Stars, but the other half, as you already know, is of the other character you talked about from your other fic.
Yeah.
So
Burn.
let's
Burn
take a look.
Maven.
Let's take a look at some of these, shall we?
Yeah, so
This beat
this is when
fucks
I
really good.
thank you. This one was done for one of the bounty ones, which was recreate a cover of an album, remix it, I guess. Which those who know Ghoul Town, they're oh, my voice is going. They are a cowboy metal. I don't know what to call them. Genre of metal. And I use that as the centerpiece.
Mm.
But yeah, good old Burn and Maven.
So here's a question for you regarding your art. What sort
Yeah.
of inspirations do you have for how you do your art?
Oh hell. Well, there's so many. I wouldn't even know where to start. So I guess when I really got into drawing, I've always been like big into cartoons, and I would like to. I used to constantly fill like my schoolwork pages with fucking just dog shit doodles, just random stuff. I got really big into doing portraits when I was young, and I would do a lot of kind of that thing, which is why I would say like I'm pretty decent at like drawing like faces, but when it comes to the rest of the anatomy, I still need to work on that. Um, Sometimes I kick myself in the ass for having dropped art for as long as I did, because when I got back into it, kind of had to learn to ride the bike again, as it were.
Yeah, I kind of had to pick it back up and figure out how everything worked.
Yeah, and looking back at some of my first doodles versus what I make now, it's I've definitely come a long way.
I would
Uh,
say, yeah.
Thank you.
Your current shit fucking rules. Not to say that your old shit didn't, but your new shit rules even better.
Thank you. I definitely have more goals to reach with that. I want to hopefully this year spend more time kind of relearning some of the building blocks, as it were, I guess to put it.
Back to the
But
fundamentals.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to like anatomy and posing, what have you.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like, it's not like there isn't a wealth of knowledge that you could glean from the other members of the server. Hell, I'm pretty sure half of them would be willing to sit in calls with you and just like go over shit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been in talks with like Wax about like that kind of thing. I just haven't found the time.
Hell, maybe we could even run some art workshops.
Hey, there's an idea.
I know some of those. I know some of the fucking artists would be super down for that.
I know Kev's definitely talking about it, but you know, I'm sure something will come of it.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I know if anybody's gonna do it, Kev would like fucking set the time aside and get it all planned out.
They run those pretty frequently over at Snoop Club, so.
Hmm. Well, there you
Better
go.
workshops too.
But yeah, this is obviously I had like a reference to work with in terms of like posing and what have you, but it was also a very experimental piece for me.
Mm-hmm.
Playing around a lot with like the smear tool, and I tend not to use color too much. I usually just stick to sketching because I'm fucking lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
And you know, I fucks with monochrome a lot. But that is like another thing I want to like learn in the future is coloring more.
I've started coloring things, but I just use flat colors
I don't color shit.
because you don't do nothing.
Yeah, most of the time. Still points at the churro on the wall. Still there. Still something to look over to every now and again. Alright, let me pop something else up here. Bam.
Yeah, crack page of I wanted to like test myself to like doodle more frequently, get into the habit of drawing more, which I need to do more, honestly. But every day, like every other day, I'd kind of just go off on something.
Just get something
You
done,
have
right?
yeah, just draw to flex the muscles, as it were. Um, you can kind of tell when I switched pens. I went from like a more pencil style to Kev had showed me this like one brush that I've like recently fell in love with for sketch work.
Right.
Uh, and I think you can tell the difference immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a mix up of different Born to Inherit the Star stuff, a few burns, and in the bottom right side, I did a little piece for Smoka and his girl Lynn and Jen.
Mm-hmm.
And right above them, I think oh, who's her name? It's Ruby, I believe. Cocainer's girl.
Yeah, Cocainer's gal.
For the fic he's working on. The rude raptor with attitude. Or she's not a raptor, she's a
She's a
baryonyx.
baryonyx.
Yeah.
Baronix.
Mini gators.
Gator.
We do like our gators around here.
Yeah, but
There's Diego.
Okay.
I kind of like to play around with like different styles and try new things.
Yeah, experiment, right?
Yeah. As you can tell, I really tend to lean into more like comic, cartoonish things, but I've been also been obviously with becoming good friends with Bon. I have been very inspired by his work and obviously like the Snoot style in general.
Yeah. I mean, I think that can come through in like a handful of the pieces that you've done. I mean, like right here, you can see this one looks pretty similar to how Bond did it for the cover here.
Yeah.
A lot of the and similarly, Bond usually is doing more just like black and white with like touches of color in places. And I think that one you can kind of see a little bit of that bleeding into something like this one, for example.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get back there. Yeah, there we go. But yeah.
Yeah, which I really got to shout Bon out because he was one of the people that was extremely supportive to me in starting out and gave me a lot of motivation to continue doing what I'm doing.
Right, speaking of Bond, more Bond art.
Yeah, so this was another piece Bond did because he was one of the people I was very much in talks with the behind the scenes of Spin to Win, being that he helped create Maven. And I really like this piece because it shows obviously our main boy Burns smiling and facing away from his burn scar at Maven. They're both having a little just happy moment in each other's company.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me the warm fuzzies when you sent that my way. So this one has some history.
Okay.
I believe Jake knows about this one as well.
I believe.
So
Probably talked about it, but we talk a lot, so.
yeah. This one kind of the makeup, Jake, if that rings any bells.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Right. So, the idea behind this scene, a little bit of spoilers, I guess. Everything is subject to change because this story is very much in its infancy stages. So, but one scene that I really wanted to have in the story was as Burn and Maven get to know one another. He kind of reveals to her that like, oh, I never really had the prom thing. I just I kind of missed out on it because who's gonna want to go to prom with the fucking burn victim? He would say like kind of jokingly, right? Um, so at some point, uh, Maven convinces Burn. I'm thinking it might be like a birthday thing because that would just like be icing on the sweet cake. Of she takes him out, and she has a friend who works in VFX, right? So she gets him all dolled up, uh, you know, puts on his Sunday best, and she gets busy covering up his scar and fixing up the patches in his hair where it doesn't grow too well due to the scarring. And he gets a clean shave for like the first time in a while. Um, and then after everything's said and done, he takes a look into the mirror and is just in awe of the results. Like it's the first time he probably sees himself and feels good about what he sees in the mirror for like first time in forever. And he gets really emotional about it. Fast forward, they go and hang out a few places, and the night ends with she convinces Burn to go back with her to the restaurant to get like a piece of cake or something to celebrate his birthday. It turns out that she had been planning this whole event for Burn. As she returns, she is in a like prom dress, as it were. Music starts playing, and a handful of other people that Burn has made friends with join them as Maven asks him for a dance. To which, as they're dancing, he just starts breaking down and crying and just holding on to Maven for dear life.
It's a very touching scene that will be written to
It
maximum
is.
capacity.
You can put
So,
your whole ass into it.
y'all can look forward to that in the It's Never Happening. I'm kidding. No, it will be eventually TM.
You don't even get soon TM, you get eventually TM.
Yeah.
In the
That's
future.
rough.
Nah, it's not even TM, bro. It's like fucking copyright. In the future, copyright.
Patent
The
pending.
heat death of the universe will come first.
You heard it, guys. This month, look forward to it.
Hell no.
Nah, eventually me and Jake will lock into this. We might be pulling in some other hands to work on it too. I've been in the talk with some of the other Discord boys.
Interesting.
But this is one that I really want to put my heart and soul into. Like, Born to Inherit the Stars is fun. It's been a nice little project. Mostly that I've been doing to entertain myself for fun. This one has a little bit more of personal influence into.
Mm-hmm.
Hits at some things that I'd like to touch on.
All right. Well, I kind of want to show off two pieces here because they're very similar in nature. It's gonna take me just a sec to get them set up properly, but it would be this piece and this piece.
Yeah, so these are some like concept art pieces. One's obviously a bit more like artsy.
Also, if you see like flashes, it's just me closing other stuff so that I can easily swap between these two.
And this was like another like conceptual piece of like kind of how I envisioned Burn.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a ginger. And obviously the scarring covers up like most of his face and kind of walks its way down his shoulder and arm.
Right.
Which causes him to have kind of a patchy beard, which due to just like lack of giving a shit, and he tends not to like to shave too much because of his rough skin around it.
Right, it would be kind of hellish.
Yeah. So he kind of just goes, fuck it. At most, if he ever cuts it, he'll like do a shitty 5 o'clock shadow, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he some might say like, oh, why doesn't he make more of an effort to like cover up his scarring? As much as he hates his scarring, he's kind of just come to terms with it in a way. You know, like what would be the point? It's like all on my face. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
My old man just came at me with a jar of pickles and was like, open this.
Pickle Will over here, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thing is too, like with like that much scarring, like how much covering up can you feasibly do in a day-to-day? Like
Exactly.
you're not gonna be expected to be like fucking Joshua Graham over here or something, you know?
Yeah.
I hear like something outside. I wonder what that's about.
What?
I just hear people talking outside and they're getting fucking loud.
Arguing? Point your mic at it. Let's hear it. Live arguing.
No live arguing. Points at iron. Speak.
Open your window and shoot your gun at them.
Hell yeah, dog.
Maybe not that one.
Coward.
Assert dominance.
Well, it would be dominant, but I think I'd be dominating my way to a cell. Shut up.
Krizong.
So yeah, Burn, he tends to have a little bit of the resting bitch face, you know?
Looks at Jake.
Hello, that's me.
Resting Jake
Well,
face.
We're both redheads with resting bitch face.
Can we burn your face?
Hey, do you want to die?
Chemical attack.
So
London.
I guess another dynamic I could like kind of touch upon is with Maven. She is a little bit of what you might call a girl failure.
Okay. That paints a picture.
She has spent most of her life under the care of others, or dependent on others, as you would, from her growing up in a pretty privileged household, if you will. She opted out of college to instead stay with someone who at the time she thought she was in love with. But unfortunately, the fairy tale she had in her head wasn't quite true. So, what she is trying to do, especially when she takes on this job with that Burn works out, is she's trying to get some semblance of self-control of her life. You know, um, being able to find some self-dependence. You know, and she's having a pretty rough time of it. Burn, who has kind of been thugging it out on his own out here, although barely making enough to survive, but you know, still figuring it out, right? Kind of picks up on the fact that this girl is fucking floundering, and starts, you know, kind of showing her the ropes of like, okay, this is how you fucking adult, girl.
Gonna
Damn,
teach you
man.
today.
Listen to this shit. Check this fucking shit out.
Yeah. And that's kind of like one of the building blocks of how their relationship kind of picks up, and they end up spending more time together. You know, it's him just like, one, he's got to show her the ropes at work, and two, just kind of like, here's how to fucking survive. And you know, stand on your own 2 feet type of deal.
Right. Gotta learn that at some point, right?
Yeah. The other thing about Maven is she's real into like your like Etsy style like jewelry crafting. She likes taking junk and crafting it into like cutesy little things.
She doesn't sell any spells, right?
Is she an Etsy witch?
Not an Etsy witch. She might be a little bit into
Crystals? She crystal head?
yeah. Maybe not so much in the she believes in the occult, which like like when Burn sees it, that's probably his like initial reaction, but she's like, I just think they're neat.
Is she gonna help Burn find his JO crystal?
Is she gonna help Burn charge his JO crystal?
Well, let's just say Spin to Win is going to be a bit more adult in theme.
What color is his crystal?
Green.
I'm so upset.
Oh no!
I feel like Burn would have a JO monolith.
Do I have to get the amethyst monolith up again?
Look, the man has spent many nights alone. That's all I can say.
Brother been going through it.
He's thugging it out, tugging it out.
Thugging it out?
Yeah, go read Thugging It Out.
But Hayes is here.
Second time, baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, we're just gonna get him on the fucking spotlight next.
You definitely should.
It feels weird. I feel like we've already had Hayes on the spotlight. That just
That's
feels
what like a
something.
lot of people have said.
We haven't.
Well,
I remember before I came on mine and talking about like getting it set up the night prior, people were like, I'm surprised you haven't done it already. I'm like, I don't know.
yeah,
I don't feel like I should have.
Yeah,
There's people I put before me.
We need to get fucking Hayes and Magnum on the fucking spotlight at some point. Not at the same time, but for their own spotlights.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think if we had fucking Magnum on the spotlight, we would have to pull Schmoopy in at some point.
Oh, for sure.
Like that's kind of just like he's cemented himself as part of like Magnum's lore.
I mean, fuck, Schmoopy has been like one of my like biggest fucking fans ever since like day one, apparently.
Yeah, Schmoopy's like big cheerleader for like a lot of writers.
Yeah. Where's that fucking goofball at? Let's get him in here.
Is he in like a fucking VC right now?
I know he's in the YouTube chat.
Oh no, he is in the Limbus zone right now, but he's muted.
Huh?
I mean, I'm sure he could be present if
He could be.
Snatched him in here.
Does he want to be?
All I see in YouTube chat is "Let's go, baby."
Give it like 5 seconds.
Schmoopers.
Yep, there it
You
is.
said you want to
That's
drag me
all I
up.
needed.
Hey, there's that guy.
It's that
Points
fucking
my big
schmoopy
finger
I
that
hate.
says that guy.
Points. It's the yapper.
I forgot I was muted.
What up, big dog?
What's up?
This guy, the certified snoot yapper. We need to bully Schmoopy into writing his own fic. He constantly is like, I only yap about fics. I'm like, dog, you have some good ideas. You should write.
I can't write.
Nah,
I can barely
believe
form
in
a
me. Who
cohesive
believes in
sentence.
you?
Buh.
Hey,
You
it's-
see,
it's
like
all
this
about
guy has been
practice.
like pivotal to a lot of the dumb ideas I added to my fic.
Look at that. You're getting all this credit, Schmoopy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Microwave.
Wait,
Did you say monolith?
I said
Monolith.
microwave.
Okay, microwave.
Yeah.
who's,
Michael
who's
Lave.
microwaving?
That's my old man. He's getting some soup. He had the soup.
Swoop
Your
on
old
pickle.
man came for pickles, and now he's getting soup.
Pickle soup.
It be like that, dog.
That's a soup and pickle household.
You know, I'm not gonna like talk about it too much, but it's been a little bit since I talked to you, Schmoopy. Last night was the first time in a hot minute, and
It was bad. It was real bad.
Jake activated me with moose women, okay?
Man.
there was a lot of things that Jake had you do.
Hey, can you pimps hold it down for a minute? I gotta bust a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure, we
Oh,
can hold
alright.
it down. What's up?
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
that
okay.
hold
Damn,
it down,
Jake.
not fucking blow the fucking place over. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry. My throat is rebelling.
Do you think the monolith could use the fucking wish granter as a microwave?
What the heck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think like they would grab their like fucking their chimera stew, walk up to the fucking big old pillar and be like, "Oh, holy monolith, heat this up."
We just hear a
just
microwave
fire.
sound. Then his hands melt off.
A fucking timer shows up on the wish granter itself. Whenever
Sucks.
it dings, it goes through the whole goddamn sarcophagus.
This sucks.
Thought about heating up some potato soup for dinner.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Potato soup. That sounds fucking baller.
Fuck did I have?
It's
Oh yeah,
delicious.
lasagna.
That sounds good too.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Was it like homemade or
No, it was like frozen lasagna, but it was good. Still.
Stouffer's?
Fucking, I don't even remember what the fucking brand was. I gotta go in there and check.
She.
Kev just said he realized that the group photo is gonna have everybody sitting, so technically everybody will have a spotlight avatar.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
Looking
That-
forward to that one.
That's bigly. Yeah, no, like the fucking man, that group. I don't know how long it's gonna take him to do that because that is a undertaking.
Yeah. Also, Kev, I'm gonna need this one avatar you got of me in the DMs. Definitely gotta make that a profile pic.
Easy freaking peasy. All right, let's see here. What other shit do I got? Oh yeah, so I mean, like obviously we've been showing stuff like relating to both the fics and whatnot, but you've just done like some general like fucking fan art shit as well. You got this one right here. Look, it's your favorite, the fucking lunch lady.
Yeah. Good old lunch lady. I miss her.
She had taffy.
Yeah, we love Taffy.
We love taffy.
Some people love taffy more than others.
I mean,
Yeah,
I actually flipped
Smiles.
Diego first.
he's Rizmax.
What
man.
happened? Like, I don't understand. Like, it was like Diego was there, and then like a week after, everybody was like, "I'm gonna fuck the shit out of Diego," and I'm like, "What?"
People
When
got
did we get
activated,
here?
man.
I don't know.
They
They're
like
both good.
fucking took a bite, pumped through his ass, and went made that shit huge. I don't even know how that happened.
Just want to roll back and just.
Ugh. Ugh. What is that sound?
Brother, man.
Fucking
But
hate
yeah,
it here.
obviously, we love Mimi here. Hold on to Me is a fucking stellar game so far. I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Yeah.
I've a lot of this was made during the beta period, which I was so graciously given access to.
I was told if I walked in, they were gonna shoot me dead.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
I wasn't allowed to know anything. They said,
Oh, right.
you get it when you get it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I also have some other
Spicier.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't show here, but if
I
you know,
remember
you
Chiro.
know. Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
Have you not seen the
You've
Luke Chiro art?
definitely seen it, Schmoop.
I may need a reminder in DMs.
We like Chiro here.
I like Chiro a lot.
We do like Chiro.
The little trash goblin.
Short girls need love too.
Ooh, that was something bad that almost slipped out of my mouth.
Doesn't that like happen fucking often?
So
Yeah, that one would have been really bad though.
this fucking piece. This is like very akin to the shit I would fill my school books with back in the day.
Yeah.
Just absolutely unhinged shit like this.
I feel like this is what Reed sees when he has a bad trip.
Always in your ass. And on hash.
Yeah, then this one was like a late night doodle that took a life of its own.
Like, okay, so which one are you guys feeling like today? Like, which one's resonating with you? Personally, I'm kind of feeling Trish.
I'm Anon.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little naser.
I'm kind of feeling Fang.
Yeah.
Alright, I do have one I want to ask you about here. And I think you'll be happy to
Yes.
talk about this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this is one that my good friend Bon has let me see a little behind the scenes with. With I believe the human is Nate,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl is starts with an M. It's like some sort of tree.
Magnolia?
Magnolia. Thank you. These are fun little characters. Me and Bonds have shared a handful of art between these guys, and
I
I've got
actually
to,
have made some key art too before.
yeah.
Very fun. Very fun creature to draw.
But yeah, Bonfire has let me see a lot of behind the scenes with this little project of his, which I'm hoping he does some more with soon. But he's a very busy man. But this is his own little story. I believe it's called Lock and Key.
Looks at Jake.
No, it's just called The Lock, I think.
Right. But yeah, this is a little thing I did for Bond. We were doing a little bit of an art trade.
Mm.
It looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks nice, Iron.
Yeah. Without getting too into the weeds with it, because I don't know how much Bond wants to share with the world, but his characters are very inspired by the King in Yellow mythos, which I found very interesting because I love Lovecraftian stuff.
I'm gonna post the old thing I made for Nate,
Yeah.
just because it's been a while.
You want me to flash that on the screen when you post it?
If you want to, I just
Okay.
want Iron to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fuck is it?
He's digging for it.
I have to scroll through my big ass art folder.
So for those unfamiliar, what is the King in Yellow mythos?
So the King in Yellow is one of H.P. Lovecraft's stories that it's a little bit difficult to talk about because like H.P. Lovecraft stuff is so esoteric and weird. But effectively, there is the yellow sign, which
is pictured.
yeah, if you see the yellow sign, which it's different in every depiction, but you become possessed, let's say, by the Yellow King and whatever his agenda is, or you start succumbing to madness. One of the more popular ways that the yellow sign gets spread is through the medium of different arts. One of the most prolific examples is a stage play, which those who witnessed it or survived it described it as a debaucherous display of violence that made no coherent sense. Some depictions give it more of a plot, but it really just depends on the author. And the King in Yellow is this entity that is adorned in obviously a yellow robe and a white mask that I think is made out of marble or pearl or some similar material. And peeling behind the mask shows, you know, horrors beyond comprehension, that whole fun shtick.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole mythos surrounding the place which the King in Yellow resides, which is I almost said Caelid, but I don't think that's right.
We going to Caelid, boys.
The name escapes me at the moment, but something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it is some sort of once magnificent kingdom fallen for reasons unknown. And I believe in the Delta Green tabletop, which is a tabletop that delves a lot into Cthulhu mythos.
Yes.
Their interpretation of the King in Yellow is that he is entropy personified, and that effectively the domain of Hastor and the King in Yellow is every single civilization throughout the entire multiverse fallen at some point in some crude amalgamation.
Mm. See, like I think I've only ever been exposed to like the King in Yellow like stuff in I want to say 2 different types of games. Like I haven't really
Right.
seen it much much anywhere else. Like the fucking first one I can think of was like some game Markiplier played with like a baby, and it had like the King in Yellow mythos tied to it. I don't remember what the fuck was going on
Baby
there.
Hastor.
Yeah, and then the other one would be fucking Fear and Hunger.
Yeah.
Mm.
Big heavy on that.
Yep.
I don't think it's literally the King in Yellow. It's like
Yeah, it's just like I feel like it's just supposed to be like a nod to it.
Yeah. The yellow sign and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know like True Detective had like a whole like subplot involving like King in Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
The Yellow King. That's just the guard. Wow.
But yeah, so that would be that. All of that then encapsulated, huh?
Yeah.
And you know, I might have saved one thing for last here in terms of all the art that you sent me. You might know what's about to pop up here.
Mm.
D Swan. D Swan.
So let me pull up. Let me find it real quick. Because I think it will be apt to show where I've started and where I've come.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone, thinking like, I'm not that good, and all that. Everyone has humble beginnings. So this is what started it all, the one I just sent you.
Yep. Here, give me a sec. Let me zoom in on this.
Yeah.
There we go.
So this is the image that brought about the autism and hair pulling of Sarge. And Kev now as he is taking upon the project. So in the early days in this server, and getting to know people and whatnot, we were sitting in chat and bullshitting about an idea as a joke, like what a fan-made game would look like, and then we opted on an RPG Maker game. And I came up with the title Goodbye Automod, and then I came up with this stupid doodle with some of our more prolific members, especially at the time, of Blue Leaf, Sarge, and Lassiter.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, before Mr. Streamer had his avatar, just faceless guy.
Mm-hmm. White man.
Yeah. White void
White
man.
White man been here. How can you tell? The USA.
Versus what I have now.
Yeah. Which, again, for those... now.
Yeah. There's still plenty of places I would like to improve upon. And really what this kind of started off as me just like recreating Blue's new character.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do the others. Why not? And then there we are. Goodbye Automod. Take 2.
Yeah.
Featuring a lot more characters
Yeah.
too.
Sarge has like a lot going on
Chainsword.
there. Lassiter still got his knife he's throwing. You're over in the background activating your fucking ult. I think you're about to fan the hammer. And Jake with, Jake.
Pan time,
Fan time, beach.
And Humo with the classic.
I think at this point I've expanded just beyond like pan and shovel. I'm like melee guy in general.
Yeah.
I mean, in the fucking game we're making, you're gonna be the melee shop
Yeah.
owner.
Hey,
You're
bitch,
also
you want
gonna
a
be
shovel?
part of the B team.
Indeed.
I like the blue art.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
you like the blue art.
I like the blue art.
Smiles.
There's more blue art. I like the blue art.
Yeah, we can't
Yeah,
show
we
that
know.
blue art.
I just need to hammer that home real quick. That's all. Hey, Iron, I like your art.
Smiles.
It's good art.
It's good art.
I know, bub.
I forgot you were in here.
What?
Creepy jump scare.
Damn.
But yeah, I remember I sent there was one only for Humo's eyes, and he just responded with, "This is a big treat."
I was at the Grinner table, one might
Yeah.
say. Shut up, Cars. You're just fucking jealous.
Adorable.
But yeah. One day this will be realized and I will be playing it on stream.
So
Car's typing Humo gushing
Yeah.
loser while sobbing behind his keyboard.
Yeah, exactly. Say what you will, I've already won.
Should I hit him with another timeout?
No. Leave him alone.
He's gonna start saying, no, 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 no. Wait.
Monolith.
Why
that
Monolith right
I
there?
don't know.
The Punisher.
What if the Punisher was part of the Monolith?
But then everybody in the zone would be dead.
True.
Bro.
Be fucking over.
So, yeah, if my message to anyone is that fucking just get started. Rome isn't built in a day. You gotta work at it, you know.
Chip away, figure
And,
out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, you know, just experiment, have fun with it, and you will grow, you know.
I'm assuming you have similar advice on the writing front too.
Oh yeah, so I guess we can touch upon that for a little bit. So oftentimes I hear from various people, they constantly say things like, "Oh, I'm not much of a writer," or, you know, "I have this idea, but again, you know, I don't feel too confident in my abilities to, you know, write it." To which I would say, brother, fuck it, send it, do it. Like, who cares? You're, especially if you're doing a fanfic, like, you're just have fun with it. Like, you got nothing to prove to nobody. You know, this is your passion project. Just have fun with it. You know, what do you got to lose?
Mm-hmm.
You know, as others have said before, yeah, what you start off with probably isn't going to be the best, but you know, you will learn from those experiences. You will get better. The more you do it, the more you will improve.
Mistakes teach you what you're doing wrong.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Very safely.
Nobody is a prodigy off the gate. Like, I know, fucking, I look back at some of my first chapters and cringe my ass off, but you know, I go, well, I'll do it better the next time, right?
Mhm.
I, in fact, like, I rewrote my first chapter, because, again, when I first did this, I really did not expect to get traction to it. And looking back at it, I really did not like the pacing, and some of the dialogue, so it's still not where I would have loved to have done it, and if I were to start over, I'd definitely do things differently, but I made like a handful of edits, added some more stuff, gave it a little bit better pacing until I was at least satisfied, I suppose. But then after that, I was like, oh, instead of looking back, I'll just move forward. And yeah, just if you got an idea, just start. You know,
Work on getting it realized.
Yeah. And you know, we've got plenty of people in this server who are willing to hear you out, give you advice, you know, talk it through with you. You know, spit your shit.
Spit your shit, indeed.
Anybody can cook.
Yeah.
You might burn down the kitchen once or twice, but god damn it, you'll get there.
You know, at the end of the day, just do it because you want to do it. Because you would like it, because you would have fun with it.
All right. Well,
I guess beyond just, you know, the hill of getting started when it comes to writing, my advice would be figure out who your characters are. That might sound kind of obvious, but most people, I guess, start with an idea, which isn't a bad place to start, you know. Yes, we like blue. Figure out who your characters are, what their motivations, uh, what they're good at, what their hindrances are, what they want from life, all that fun stuff. I think personally, the best place to start is with your characters. And the more you flesh out the characters, the more you make it easier to work with them when it's time to get them to yap at each other. And of course, you want to then figure out, okay, your setting and what your end goals are, right?
Mm.
And then from there, it's just filling everything out in the middle.
Connect the dots, right?
Yep. Yeah, and like for me, uh, I know I tend to have the beginning and the end kind of figured out, and then with that in mind, I kind of just sit two characters down or however many are at the scene at the time and just hammer away like a monkey at a typewriter until I'm satisfied with the end result for that chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And then pick it up as I go. Which, I mean, it definitely comes with its own set of difficulties. I know Chapter 5 kind of took me a hot minute for several reasons. One, hitting, the proverbial wall of sorts. Other personal matters kind of happened that also kind of hit. I know, like, the passing of my dog happened, and that kind of put me in a bad headspace for writing. So instead of burning myself out, I opted to sit back for a little bit, take a break, kind of breathe in, and wait for the next wave of like motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something I think many people need to realize too when doing stuff is remember that again you're doing this for fun most likely unless you are working on a paid project, that's a whole other story, but assuming you are doing a fan project like this, you are doing it for fun, you're doing it for yourself, you have no obligation to anyone, and take some time. If you're stressing out hitting that wall, just take a break, figure itself out, clear your head, spend time with other people, consume other media that might inspire you. I know when I sometimes hit a dry spell, just watching other stuff, reading other fics is a good way to get some inspiration. And with time, the motivation will come back.
Yeah, I mean, you're a human being, right? You're not a robot. You need to make sure you're taking care of yourself. However,
I'm a
you
human.
need to.
Yeah, there's definitely like a healthy balance of sometimes you do need to kick your ass into gear and lock in. Lord knows that I need to do that from time to time because I'm a lazy piece of shit. But you know, I know for like I said with Chapter 5, there was also moments where I was questioning to myself, like, am I still enjoying this? Is this fun, or am I simply doing this to appease people or meet some obligation? I feel like because kind of at this point, getting fan art and whatnot and everything, there is that lingering fear of um, letting people down or not being able to fulfill or simply doing this for that rather than because I'm enjoying it anymore. And I kind of had to take some time for myself to figure out where I was, but then uh, a new wave of motivation came and I got right back into the swing of things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, if that's about where that ends, we're coming up on the 3-hour marker, so I think we're probably good to open up Q&A at this point.
Yeah.
Chat, do your thing.
Chat, do your thing or we're gonna beat you to death.
I'm not. Well, that. Yeah.
Motherfucker, if I handed you a baseball bat and said get swinging, you wouldn't really have any objections.
Thank you, Shmoop.
The dying horn.
That's my fault.
I know it's your fault. Why would you do that, by the way?
I didn't force him to do it. I just said, "Hey, you should smash your horn," and then he was like, "Okie dokie, artichoke."
Yeah, but why would you
I
tell
still
him
have
to
go
do
get
that?
another one.
Because it was fun.
This thing helped me traumatize somebody in high school.
Yeah?
You want to tell that story while chat filters questions in?
Sure.
Have I seen Transformers 1?
Or he's just gonna start going, I guess.
I mean, question was asked.
Yeah, we let him filter in for a little while.
Okay,
Yeah,
damn. All right,
you
well.
gotta let a backlog fill up, dog. That way you start asking, and then you don't have to sit there and be like, is that all the questions? And then like 2 seconds later when you're thinking, okay, well now we can stop, then 5 more questions roll and you're like, well, okay, back to questions. Ad infinitum.
Damn, I didn't know there was a process to this.
There was. We've had 30 of these or whatever.
How many have we had at this point?
How many spotlights?
This world is a prison.
Let me actually check. I can just like look up Spotlight in the fucking viewer. Spotlight. 28.
Don't forget. Is that including the round table?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't that far off.
28 spotlights.
Shut up.
No.
Yes.
No.
Points at you. Shut mouth.
What if I didn't?
Wish granter. Shut his mouth.
Wish granter, kill him.
Wish Granta, strike him down.
Who do you think out of the fucking server would go to the wish granter?
Me.
Yeah.
Infinite taffies.
Wish Granter, make dinosaur women real.
You pop out of existence, but the dino women are real.
Why
That's the
would-
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh, damn. Monolith.
Fucking martyr over here, holy shit.
Wish granter, make him read the bounties, is what Cars said.
Yeah, of course Cars would fucking say that. I want to beat him with a fucking shoe.
Shoot.
Yeah.
La chancla.
chancla!
Dios mío.
She's goofy.
La chancla.
Alright, we can probably start reading questions now.
Alrighty.
Jake pokes you with a fucking stick. It's your turn. I know we've gotten used to like some of the guests just doing the reading on their own, but it's your turn, buddy. Go on. Stop fucking. What are you doing? I'm gonna fucking smack you on the nose. Are you biting into like cardboard or something? He's fucking tweaking. What the fuck?
Get him, big dog, get him. Handle him.
Anyway, so Worrisome Sun 30 asks, have you seen Transformers 1?
Shit, it's been like ages since I've seen it. I think I was like a kid last time I watched it, but
That movie just came out, you fucking idiot.
Transformers 1?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
the
movie is
animated
called
movie.
Transformers 1.
Are you thinking of the one with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about.
No.
Okay, so he has not seen Transformers 1. Got it.
All right, well, then no, I guess. Sorry? Question mark?
Do you want to talk about Transformers with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, it was pretty good, and then every like one after that was not so good, I guess. I didn't watch them all.
The police are out.
Grandma, drink your blue juice.
What are
True.
you doing?
Huh?
You're freaking me out.
What are you talking about?
What is in your mouth?
Nothing.
Fucking.
God. cardboard.
Sucks of it. Oh, never mind.
He is out of it.
Monolith.
Dude. You got like 10 more minutes, and then you can start tweaking out as much as you want. Lock the fuck in.
Okay. Kevin asked, what is the name of Lil Iron and what's the story? Is he a new mainstay character?
You know what? Sure. He's Steely Bill.
What? You want a Steely Bill?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Pocket Iron.
Pocket Iron.
Do you
Hey.
throw pocket iron at people you don't like and he just dismantles them?
Hey.
He's got a little. He's got like a little 2mm revolver.
He's got like the little fucking Men in Black little derringer that like fucking blows like a fucking city block away.
The noisy cricket.
Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is. I want to say the loud cricket for some reason.
You're stupid.
You are a cardboard chewer. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, shut up. You eat lasagna, freak.
What? You know what? Continue.
Comical Ken asks, "What is your advice for procrastinating motherfuckers like me? You could probably just reiterate something you said earlier, because I'm a silly Billy."
So when it comes to writing or work, I guess I'll start with like artwork because it's very easy to like hit a wall and not know what to draw. I suppose for that is you can always look at like daily challenges like other artists have made, like draw this expression, draw like these series of expressions throughout the day, or do other like training task works of like do these little exercises for anatomy, or hell, just even ask people like, hey, give me something to draw. And that might help you get some motivation for drawing. When it comes to writing, I would say give yourself probably like a to-do list, like a very popular thing when people are not sure what to do is set aside some like dedicated time for, this is when I'm going to sit down, lock in, write, and I want to get this much done today before I stop. Whether that be a page, a chapter, what have you. Sit down in that time.
Your whole book.
Sit down in that time and just write. And it doesn't even have to be coherent. Just monkey on keyboard. Slap away the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
You can always fix and edit afterwards. Just get something done. Something might come of it, something might not. But the point is, you're getting something done, and you might have something to take away from it later.
Very wise.
Hey, wise white boy.
Anyway, is that all? Is that your answer? I'm not gonna say what.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. So, Pints says, Iron, this isn't a question. I just want you to know my first ever impression of you was the Pokemon Smash Your Pass stream.
Smiles?
That's rough, buddy.
Big smiles.
Jake, what is going on with you?
Huh?
I like my
where's
intro, man. What
Ace?
can I say?
Don't worry, he's playing Limbus Company.
He's streaming the Kanto dungeon.
Ace. Jake is genuinely tweaking
Don't snitch.
right now.
Why are you snitching?
He's eating cardboard.
You have no way to prove that.
We have video evidence!
Video evidence. There's no cameras in my room.
There is a video on my stream archive.
There's no, that's called audio. There's no audio of me.
It's a video of audio.
You shut up.
I almost called. Ooh.
What happened in like the last fucking 15 minutes that just made you fucking lose it?
I don't know.
Bro's tweaking.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What the
I'm
fuck?
I'm not doing anything.
What are you doing?
Oh,
That's off. I'm trying to read question. Comical Kid asks, do you listen to music as you create stuff, or do you like total silence? If you do music, do you have specific genres for specific scenes?
yeah, I definitely listen to music while I create stuff.
Good day.
I have a set playlist for certain things. If I'm trying to capture a certain mood or emotions, I definitely have stuff set aside for that. But sometimes also I do prefer silence because I want to really like lock in on an idea or focus in. But so a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Jake,
Hmm.
we're not done, okay?
What? Uh-oh. I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
You're a fuckhead. Why you do that to me? I'm just over here trying to have fun and be a silly little guy. Oh, man. This stinks. Big time. What are you laughing at? He's over there leaving. He's snorting and shit. This sucks.
Here comes the witch laugh.
No, I can't.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, don't. Twink giggle. This sucks. All right. Kevin asked question. What does what Pint said just make you feel?
I have no regrets.
Okay.
Pine cone.
It is what it is, dog. I'm living in the now. In my lane, moisturized, ironed. Keep that thing on me.
I gotta go back in.
What does that mean? Does he have a fucking cardboard box on his head?
No. You're lying.
Jake, buddy, lock the
I'm
fuck
not-
in.
I am locked in. This is the most locked in I've ever been in my life.
You got
Inhaling
locked
my-
out of your brain.
I'm inhaling my own carbon dioxide.
Never get high off your own supply, Jake.
I'm not gonna say that out loud, Crow. Oh, there's the cars question. Iron Pony, yes, no.
Kill yourself.
There you go. That's the answer.
Next question.
We don't got no more. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. A Crow asked, "Do you wipe or let it crust?"
You kill yourself. Next question.
Okay. Good answer. Draco, I didn't see. I think Automod snatched your question.
Damn.
Hang on.
Where?
Oh yeah, I got it. Here we go.
Question. Oh, okay.
Do you ever think back to the thing that gave you an idea for your fic and think, why the fuck was I even thinking about that?
Oh, it was live chat. For some reason,
Fucking all the time, yeah. Like, the things that's like inspired, my fic to come about are so esoteric and retarded. But here we are.
And yet we persist.
Yeah.
Monolith.
I think that was
Not
the last.
one. What the hell?
That was the last. Iron.
What's up, bud?
It's been a pleasure having you on, but I think we need to, for Jake's sanity, like get him off stream.
Oh man. What the fuck? Answer the question, Daddy Iron, brother. What?
The stream is like just breaking down around us.
Does he really want me to answer the MLP thing? I don't fucking watch MLP. I don't know. Okay, the only exposure to MLP I've ever had was the fucking Hot Diggity Demon parody. So all of that, yes, that's my favorite pony. That entire...
fucking that posted there.
Oh
yeah, my fucking god!
What?
said, "Who do you want next on the spotlight?"
We got our boy Hayes.
Yeah.
I think everybody else on like the server besides that I'm aware of.
Everybody
Magnum,
on the
too.
server. You heard it here first, folks.
We got fucking our boy Magnum.
Mhm.
Comical Ken, you know what? He's a fucking bro. He's making
Woo!
that. He's been cooking his art. He's been making his fic, the finest hour. You know. I've been watching your career with great interest.
Okay, so we got Hayes, we got Ken, and we got Magnum. Put them on the list.
I'm getting lightheaded.
No shit.
You good, buddy?
Going back in.
Okay, here's another question. This one's from Pints, and this is one that he usually asks, so I'll let him have it. Thoughts on Car from Garn 47?
I have no strong opinions.
Damn.
You know, there was a time where I wanted to say like evil shit to upset Humo, but I don't have it in me.
Just look at him. He's so happy.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
I like
Alright.
cats.
Well, anything else you want to throw out here, Iron?
You know, if you're thinking about making something, fucking send it, dude. Just full send. Have at it. Fuck it. We ball.
Fuck it, we ball. Alright. Well, Iron, like I said, been a pleasure having you on, Bubby.
Yeah.
This was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll look at having you on for one of the next roundtables since it would be funny.
Oh man, I'm considered important now.
You always been important.
Yeah, smash.
Point
Now
at you with
you're
my
on-
big important finger.
Now you're on the extra VIP list.
The truth is, guys are scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's all downhill from here. I'm sorry to let you know.
All right, before I cut to black, fucking Apple.
Oh, brother. The things I can envision with that apple.
And I'll talk to you all
The
on
theatrics.
Monday. Goodbye.
Apple pussy.